Hello and welcome to A Wheel Thing TV. I'm Dave Canole. This week's episode focuses on the Volvo XC60 D4. The Volvo XC60 is not your traditional SUV. For starters, it's not even configured to go off-road, even though it does have a higher ride height. There's no transfer case, there's no lower or higher gears or anything like that. It's strictly a diesel engine of 2 litres capacity and an 8-speed automatic gearbox. The design of the car, as you can see, very pedestrian friendly. It's got a nice long sloping bonnet and some lovely driving lights positioned out to the corner of the front bumper. Around at the back, well, gone are all the hard edges that we used to expect on a Volvo car, and it's certainly very trim, very smooth, and in one respect, not bad to look at either. Like so many cars nowadays, it has an electric remote, for the tailgate that is. Opens up, gives you a fairly cavernous interior, and this particular vehicle is configured just for 5 seats, not for 7. Want to lock it up? All you got to do is that. It's a little bit different in regards to the Volvo stop-start system for the XC60. Insert key, foot on the brake, and that's pretty much it there. What also is available, as you can see, it's a fully digital dash. We have a little button on the end of the indicator stalk there. Press that, and you've got some different screens that will come through. On here, themes, and you have a choice of 3. We're currently in Eco. We switch up to Elegance. And as you can see, the whole design of the dash changes. But if we go the other way, lights up very red to indicate, of course, performance. But even more intriguing is how it also changes on the display screen for information and radio up here as well. The centre stack console is interesting because it's got this beautiful brushed aluminium look to it. This ideogram for where the air conditioning goes, but a full telephone keypad, which quite frankly I think looks a little bit out of place and could possibly be better used for other controls for the car. But what's also very pretty is the fact that you've got this huge storage space right behind it as well. As you'd expect from such a quality car, we've got leather seats and memory seating for the driver. Very classy look all the way through, and plenty of room for your rear seat passengers as well. Also, of course, we've got split fold seats. Give you plenty of extra storage room when required. On the indicator stalk you have this little jog dial here, which flicks you through a whole range of different options on the screen. As you can see, things are changing there. But also, if you press that little button again, as you can see, quite a few different options available for you. And on the console stack here, you've got My Car, which brings up options like your stop start. Yes, it is one of those. You put the foot on the brake at a traffic light and the car will stop. Or if we hit this menu button just here, it brings up a whole range of information, including an onboard owner's manual. Gone are the days of needing a book. As you can see, it's got an almost high-definition video screen for the reversing camera, and it works fantastically well with the rear parking sensors. Out on the road, the XC60 isn't the most rapid of cars. It takes about 9 seconds to reach 100 kilometres an hour, but it is just, inverted commas, a 2-litre diesel, holding around a car that weighs dry about 1,750 kilos. So as a result, you've got 8 gears to play with, which are evenly spread. It moves along okay once you're up and running, but it does suffer, like most turbo diesels do, from a little bit of turbo lag getting off the line. It's quiet, refined, comfortable, and handles quite well for a reasonable sized car. However, there is a little body roll when it's tossed into certain turns, and not altogether at a speed that would normally be associated with a bit of body roll. But it's comfortable enough to expect that, well, it'll hang on when required, and as a result you don't really need to worry too much about the kind of grip levels that you need to be expecting going through some of the bigger turns. On the straightaway, well, it's very compliant. There's a little bit of an initial give before it hardens up, and fairly quickly, to be honest, into a fairly firmish sort of ride, goes over undulation, springs once, and then that's pretty much it. It's a very well sorted car, and I have to say, for one of the bigger cars of its kind, it handles and goes really nicely.
Well, it's been great to spend a week with the Volvo XC60. I have to say it's my first time inside a Volvo, and it's been pretty reasonable to be around in the car. It's been very comfortable to drive, and of course fantastic economy, about 6.5 litres every 100 kilometres from this 2-litre diesel. For full specifications and pricing, of course, head to volvo.com.au. For World Thing TV, I'm Dave Canole.